I think everybody knows we've had a deflation situation in the commodities for the past 12 months. We're seeing that start to come out. It's annualized from last year. And with that goes some pressure on what we call net markup. In general, we're seeing many more customer visits. So customers shopping more often but buying less at the same time. So we're seeing the customer under pressure quite a lot still. And then we have obviously our opposition have opened many stores, and we've got to deal with that too. So we've got 13, 14 stores still to happen this 6 months, and then next year a much more extensive program.
Of course, there's come with that a bit of a shift in strategy, focusing now more on local operations. You've got a lot of competitors in this arena and all fighting for that same market share. What are some of the strategies you'll be putting to work? Because emphasis in particular has been placed on revamping your distribution network.
That's right. So the distribution, particularly of groceries, it continues to roll out. We've got another 3 distribution centres we're busy with at the moment, and hopefully 2 of them will open next year. So on that side, that'll continue for the next, well, at least 3 years. And then the strategy of upgrading stores, particularly this store today, it's called Pick n Pay on Nickel, right at the top end, LSM 10 plus. It really is going to take us to a new level of delivery in Pick n Pay. So, all those strategies are working. SAP has just been completed in the company, and we're also embarking on a consolidation in the company to get our expenditure down.
What do you see this doing for your ability to become more cost competitive moving forward? Because as you mentioned, I mean, margins are still sitting low, and there's only so much you can cut moving forward.
Well, we do think there's a lot of operational expenditure that can come out, but at the same time, the top line is most important, and I do believe that Pick n Pay is well poised right throughout the LSM spectrum to be able to deliver now to the customer. We're seeing great growth in our LSM 4 to 7 stores, and particularly now the 8 to 10 is where we are going to continue the focus on fresh foods, specifically with some of the innovations that have happened in this store today, which will then start rolling out into the rest of the business.
What do you see this spelling for your approach to franchising in particular? Because we know recently Woolworths has come to the fore saying that they're buying back their franchise operations. They see that as a more economical value, and that representing more economical value for their shareholders. Your approach in that regard?
Well, franchising is a significant part of Pick n Pay. It's a part that we're very proud of. We have some incredible operators. We really do have some incredible operators. And it's, for us, it's about franchising is here to stay, but it's about the balance, and how big and how small is corporate versus franchise. And I think if you look at today with this corporate store here, it really is going to set a new benchmark for the future. And we've had a lot of our franchisees here last night having a look at the store to see how they up the game as well. There's nothing better than owner-manager. It really has worked for Pick n Pay, and the brand is in very good hands with these people.
With these strategies evolving and developing here on home ground, of course, a lot of focus being placed on your Franklin operations in Australia. I mean, you've hit a bit of a stumbling block there with the competition authorities coming to the fore, but you've assured the market that there is a fallback strategy as well. The question at this stage is, would you get that full 1.4 billion rand? Is that a risk you face? How will Plan B affect your pocket?
Well, let me say at the outset, firstly, we are confident that, sanity should prevail, and that this deal should go through with Metcage. Yes, you are correct. If the fallback at Plan B comes into play, we may not realise the full 1.4 billion. And your guess is as good as mine as how the breakup will work. But we don't think it's going to be disastrous in that effect, but it certainly may be less.
What about Walmart possibly entering the fray? I mean, this competition landscape is going to get all the more aggressive. I mean, we know that they're not a strong competitor just yet in the food segment, but they could well go down that strategy moving forward. How do you see them changing the playing field?
Well, it's quite interesting. We've done a lot of studies on Walmart, and at the outset I would say that we are used to formidable competition. In South Africa at the moment, the competition is really stiff. Our particular competition in ShopRite Checkers, they're getting improving all the time. The prices are under, pricing competitiveness is under pressure all the time. Walmart will more than likely come in and be another player. They may bring some changes to the market in the way we do business with suppliers, maybe. But we're not averse to change. We're changing our whole business at the moment. I think it's going to be an interesting time and very competitive. With
that change comes a change in your approach to the continent as well. I mean, in the past you've been pretty hesitant about expanding into the rest of Africa, but we've been hearing that this could fast change and part of your new strategy.
Oh no, it's definitely going to. We've just opened the Zambia store and it's trading very well. We are very happy with it. It's a corporate store. We have a corporate region up there. It really has given us a lot of confidence to take the next steps in Africa, and we have a lot on the drawing board at the moment for the next 2 or 3 years to keep us really busy.